welcome to another episode of Cooking with Craig. Today I'm test driving my $29 pie maker from Kmart. Now, this little awesome machine makes some pretty awesome little pies. And today we're going to try the seafood pie. That's right, we're going to make a seafood pie. I haven't done one of these before, so this is going to be the first time for me making a seafood pie in this pie maker. Now, what do you need in a seafood pie? Well, you need some puff pastry, some shortcut pastry, your cutter rings, so you got your inner, your bottom and your top cutter ring. You need some cheese, some flour, some mustard, some butter, some cream, some milk, and last but not least, seafood marinara mix, which you can get at your local delicatessen or seafood monger. Alright, we're going to move over to the stove, which is the first place where we're going to start making a bit of a roux and chuck in bits and pieces to get ready before we put into this machine. Alright, let's move over to the stove. Alright, now we're over here at the stove. Let's get the burner on low. We've got our butter. Get that melting. Shall I turn up the heat for that? Get that melting. Then we're going to add in our flour. Now we've got just some everyday plain flour. When that melts, we'll add in 3 tablespoons into there and bring that up to a little bit of a roux. Then we add some milk, some cream, and we'll thicken that up nicely. Alright, time-lapse time. Alright, that's now melted. Let's add in 1, 2, 3. Now, we need to take this off the heat, so turn that off. Quickly turn this into that. Residual heat in the bottom of the pan should help start to cook that, but we don't want to burn it. When we got to that stage, for about a minute or so, turn the heat back on and whack in some cream. Now we need about 120 to 150 mils of this. Nice thick cream. I'm going to stir this in quickly, turn it on low heat. Don't want it to boil. It should start to thicken. Like that. Next, we add about the same amount in milk, just to thin that out a little bit. Leave it on the low heat still. I'm going to keep stirring that until that thickens up again too. See how it's starting to thicken up? Add a little bit more milk. Don't want that too thin, but we also don't want it too thick. Alright. We'll come back in a second. Okay, so now we're going to add in half a teaspoon of mustard. Cool. That's it. 3 or approximately 3 tablespoons of shredded cheese. 1, 2, 3. Stir this in. There we go. It's thickening up nicely. Now at this point we need to add in the seafood, which I have here. open and drop that in. I've got calamari I can see, I can see prawns, I can see mussels. There we go. Stir this in. Okay, so we've got our ingredients already in here. We've got our 2 different types of pastry and our machine. So what we need to do is we need to quickly grab some base cuts, which are of the short crust variety. Open our machine up, like so. Now, it's always good to grab these, put a little slit, like that, so that it'll cup into the little hole perfectly. Just press it into little gaps like that. Push it down into the base, like so. Yep, and repeat. Alright, now we've got all our little cases all done like that. Now we just need to grab our mixture. Closer, so I don't spill it out everywhere. And just dob it in to the bottom of the pie. Like this. All those little pockets are filled. Let's flip over our cutter and do the puff pastry for the top. Now what we do is we close the top of the machine, click it, and cook these for about 10 to 12 minutes. Alright, let's come back when this is done. Alright, so that's been 12 minutes inside this lovely pie maker. Now, I have unplugged it. It's still got residual heat in here, so it is quite hot, just be careful. And steam does come out from all sides, so don't burn yourself when you go to open your pie maker. I haven't yet, but I don't want to be the first one to do it yet. Here we go. These pies are done. They're looking quite scrumptious on top and on the bottoms. Now, I'm just taking these out slowly so it doesn't burn myself. Put it on cooling rack to cool down. Just, you don't want to burn yourself and you don't want to have a hot pie. So I put them on the cooling rack to do so. Whoa. 4 little perfect little pies. Nicely done. Alright, to clean this, it's just a matter of getting a paper towel and wiping the machine out. So I'll do that when that cools down. That's how easy it is to make seafood pies. Now these aren't the seafood I seafood and eat it, these are the seafood, the fishes in the sea. Alright, just remember if you've seen anything you like it in these videos, make sure you give us a big thumbs up. Don't forget comments, questions, or things that you want me to try and turn into a pie, leave it in the comments down below on YouTube. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and get notified when we do these Cooking with Craig segments, my daily vlogs, Urban Explorer, car maintenance, checkout basket, you name it, I film it, it ends up on YouTube. So, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, see you in the next video.